It's Future Ashley. I'm coming on to tell you guys all about this week's video, which is definitely a vlog compilation. So if that's not your style, if you don't get a good rhythm because things are kind of bouncing back and forth, then skip this video. Totally not for you, and that's okay. But if you are here and you're into my vlog type of vibe for this week, then here we go. Hi everyone. I'm coming on. I think I'm going to do something a little bit different this week. I think I'm going to do one of those kind of like weekly update videos for you all and let you know starting out kind of what my goals are for this week, and then kind of provide those updates, and I'll do like a recap or something and then release for next week. But I'm super excited. I'm super excited you're all here. If you are new to my channel, I always forget to say this, but please like and subscribe. If you are a returning subscriber, hi, welcome back. I'm so happy that you're here. I've been loving seeing the growth that this channel has been having, and getting, a few more comments here and there every week is awesome. So hi, I'm so happy you're here. My name is Ashley. I am a crochet amigurumi artist, and I am here to share all things crochet. But mostly my main goals are hype the craft, hype the artist, and get to talk to you all. So that's what I'm here to do. I am trying to keep myself motivated this week. I had a really good inventory productive week last week, which I shared in my last episode, but this week was trying to figure out what I'm going to focus on. And I think this week I'm going to focus on my whips and everything that has to do with me needing to cut on Cricut, and finish up those whips. It's gonna be like a Cricut whip week. And also I want to stash bust some yarn that I have that is, I bought it either like it was a clearance yarn or it was a really good sale, or so I just loved it, that type of thing. But it's not a yarn that I primarily work with. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to focus on the plush yarn that I have. And so I'll show a couple of the types of things that I'm talking about. Welcome all to my craft room, which, shame, so much shame. Those are all whips. And then this is all way too much yarn that I have. But this isn't even the disaster side of the room. I'm not going to show you that side. But what I will show you is like what I mean by this kind of random yarn that I have. I picked this up on Hobby Lobby clearance. It seemed way too good to pass up. I want to use things like this that are like taking up a giant amount of space. I think I'm going to use this gray that I got. I think I just wanted to try, or maybe there was a sale at Michael's, and I wanted to try out a new type of chenille yarn. So I think I'm going to make some hippos. I think I'm going to make some elephants out of this one this week. And then I have a bunch of other randoms in here. I have like kind of like these randoms here, which I use usually for my turtles, but like I need space. I need to stash bust. So I'm definitely going to do that, and see what I can free up for space, because I do most of my craft stuff out of my spare guest room, which is an absolute disaster right now. And I really need to get this room under control. It's like giving me massive anxiety. So that's going to be my focus, I think, for this week. This is a lot of what I have left for whips. Finishing up some of them will also help me with a collaboration goal that I have with someone that produces sneak peek Stanley Cups, custom engraved Stanley Cups. I'm going to be doing a release of the plushie version of those Stanley Cups with him. And I want to get those finished. I want to make 2 more colors, and then I have to Cricut cut a lot of the stuff that goes in there. And then the rest of that stuff is kind of my whips and my repair shop, which I'm actually pretty proud. This used to be full, as did this table, which has now just become post-market chaos. Please excuse it. It will be better, I swear, by the end of the week. But that's basically it. I want to start clearing off surfaces in this room. It's really, really starting to just like drive me insane. And I want to finish up these things that have just felt like they're dragging forever. So I'm definitely going to do that. I'm going to free up some space. I'm excited about that. I will check in with you all as I have updates. Hi everyone. I am just checking back in. It is later, same day, as I showed you my craft room, and I'm feeling good because I actually made a little bit of progress in this room, which I did not expect to do today, but I figured out, like, these are the 2 baskets of yarn that I want to get through this week. Whatever the project may be, these are what I kind of want to get rid of this week. This is all kind of like spare stuff that I don't use an excessive amount of. So you'll notice, even though it still looks like a crazy disaster, I did clear off a lot of what was going on my workspace. I call this like the repair station. For the workstation, because I got all my whips and stuff that I got to figure out the finishing stuff on. I also went out and I bought the vinyl that I needed, not vinyl, the iron-on I needed to make eyeballs and a whole bunch of other stuff for my whips. So I'm excited about that. I also went into 2 craft stores and did not buy any yarn. I only bought what I needed, which was the iron-on. And I actually went into Joann's and they did not have it. And I was like, oh my God, that means I have to go into craft store number 2. But I did it. And I only bought what I needed, and it was half off, which was very exciting. So that's it. This is it. These are my 2 baskets. This is this week's focus, are these 2 baskets and this entire shelf area. So wish me luck. I'll check back in. Hi everyone. Just checking in because I'm doing that weekly video, like I said, and I have some updates that I guess I would share with you all. Last night I worked and I did a little bit of stash busting. I had a big gray skein of yarn and I used that to make this hippo, which I feel like she's super cute. I also used this yarn, which I'm going to talk about that in a second, but she came out cute. Her head came out huge. This was a free pattern for the hippo, and then I went ahead and I freehanded adjusted the pattern to make the dress and the little skirt and the bow. So I feel like she came out super cute though, like, come on. So I'm really happy with her. And then I also started working on, I had another skein and I made this giant octopus, which I always like to have at least one for my markets because these do sell. I sell these for about $30 and I have sold all of them. This guy is pretty cute. I used 25mm safety eyes, which I just had some from a different project. And oh my God, I feel like it makes him like an out of control alien. And the other thing that I did was totally, look, you can tell. His eyes are on crooked. I did not put them in the right row. So that happened, but I have a plan for how to make him look a little less crooked that I'm going to do with some of my other yarn that I am stash busting out of what I have in those 2 baskets that I've been working out of. But for today, what I have decided that I'm doing is I'm going to use this yarn, which is the same yarn that I used to make the little ballerina skirt and dress on the hippo. And I bought this yarn. It was, as you can see, on clearance. Couldn't resist the clearance sale. Oh my God, I hate this yarn. You cannot see the stitches. It is not as soft as I thought. And I am not one to torture myself with yarn. Some of you out there, I know you like that, and that's okay. Kudos to you for rising to the challenge. But for me, I do not love that. But I bought this yarn. I'm determined to use it. I had 2 skeins of that white and red one. And I've worked my way through at least 1 skein of it. So this I'm going to use. I think I'm going to make some little duckies. So I will show you all what that looks like once I am done. Hi everyone. I'm coming on. It's Saturday morning. I just woke up. I wanted to check in with you guys, even though I'm not making myself camera ready. So I did put a filter on this. But I want to come on because I wanted to share 2 thoughts that I had with you guys. Number 1 is I had a nightmare last night that I went to a craft show and I went there early. Like, you know, you just have to show up early to set up. and I got distracted while I was there. Like I was like helping people with stuff. Like there was, I don't know, it was really weird. Like there was like fire or something like that, and I had to go help like get stuff out of there. But then I came back to the craft fair and I was like, oh, it's fine. Like everything's all set. And I realized I had never set up my booth. Like the craft fair already started and I never set up my booth. And then I realized I had all of my like table stuff and like my shelves and stuff to set up the booth, but I forgot my plushies at home. So like I had to like figure out how to run home and get my plushies. And it was after the start date. And I was like, I woke up and I'm like, I think it's time for a break. Like, what is going on that my brain is not having fun with my dreams and crochet? Because it's what I love. So it was just funny. I thought I'd share that with you all. And then another thing is like, I don't know what it is about Saturday morning and like waking up, but like I just like when it's quiet and I turn on my YouTube and not mine specifically, I'm not out there watching myself, but like I turn into other graph artists and like just sit there and drink my coffee and make my little amis. And is that just like synonymous amongst our entire community? Is that what everybody does? Share with me. Let me know. Hi everyone. It's Sunday. I'm checking in. I'm feeling a little like not super pleased right now with crochet in general. And I think that's only because I've been forcing myself to use this yarn. I've been doing pretty good. Clearing out these 2 buckets. I am basically down to 1, which is good, but I'm just like not super inspired by what's going on in there. And I just feel like I miss doing crochet that I love. So I think I'm going to take a break from it or something. I don't know, and wait until the inspiration hits me. You know, it can be different with yarn. It's like you look at it and the pattern gives you the inspiration, or you look at the yarn and the yarn gives you inspiration. And right now I've been doing really good at working on this stuff, but I'm just like, I don't know, I'm done with that. But I did just make this cow. I have decided, I haven't put eyes on it, and I don't think I'm going to put horns on it. This is that 1 cent crochet cow I made the little one of. If anybody ever like questions, you know, that's a usual question is like sizing, and just using larger yarn, larger needle. Like this is the exact same pattern. Actually, I think I added 1 row. I added 2 rows to make the legs, like try to make the legs more like what I wanted. But I actually ended up still not loving how the legs are turning out. So, I mean, I'm definitely going to cute her up. I'm going to add some eyes. I'm going to use felt eyes on her, or embroidered eyes, instead of safety eyes, because I don't have any, I think, that are big enough that are going to fit well with her. So I have that. Also, since we're checking in and I already look a mess, I'll show you the rest of what I have made this week. And sorry, I forgot what I showed you guys already. I think I showed you the hippo that I made. I'm pretty sure. She was super, I think I did, actually. I'll skip over this. I'll skip over the hippo because you saw her before. And I also, like, I haven't put it on yet, but I love doing this. I love putting, like, I'll put bows on octopuses and top hats on octopuses. So even though he's totally weird looking, I don't know, I feel like the hat helps with his weirdness to make him even more fun. So I'm gonna go ahead, I think I'm gonna glue that on, either glue it or sew it, add a little jaunty angle so it throws off the fact that his eyeballs are askew. I apologize because I definitely look like a mess coming to you guys, and I think I've decided that that's one part that I don't necessarily love about doing this like piecemealed video is you guys are seeing me at my worst. And that's even filtered, so I apologize for that. But also, it's Sunday, I'm resting. That's what you're supposed to do. So I hope you're in your pajamas and stuff too, and so I can feel like we're all hanging out together and not judging each other. But so other things that I made, I had that gray skein. I made these little elephants. These were pretty cute, I thought. I was a little nervous about them, but honestly, I feel like they came out super cute. I'm probably going to sell these for at least $15. They are a free pattern on Instagram. I can't remember. Oh, it's Nooks Hooks, Nooks_hooks. So I will add that to the screen and link it. I made, out of what I had left from that skein, I made the hippo, and then I made 3 elephants. So the elephants, I actually ran out of yarn on this very last elephant, but I improvised the ears with other yarn that I had on hand, and I feel like he works, he works. So I made 3 of those. I made a jumbo bee. I have not put the eyeballs on it yet because I want to Cricut print those, but I made a jumbo bee just to have one on hand. I haven't really found the bigger bees to sell. Actually, bees in general, they sold on my Etsy, but like I haven't found my market ones to sell, and I did tweak the pattern. Now I'm using now I have that fuzzy glitter one, which I love, and I think will have a lot more interest in it than the other ones that I was using. So I had enough yarn left over to make a jumbo size squid. I just felt like this yarn, which first of all, it's so soft. It's like a plush, almost like the Joanne plush. But I almost felt like these colors reminded me of the ocean, which is why I went with, Octo and Squid for the colors. They have to add eyes to him. I don't know which ones I'm doing yet, but I made a jumbo squid. I have been using like the teeny tiny bits of scrap to make scrunchies. I feel like that was a good use of my scrap yarn. I'm going to sell these for probably $3 a piece. I think this year I'm going to because these didn't sell last year at all. And I think what I'm going to do is put a little bin next to my checkout and just have that. $3 for the scrunchies. I will say this to you guys, like everyone goes back and forth on their, pricing and trying to figure out what to do. This is my lowest price item, and on principle, I will not sell any of my crochet items that are like creatures and stuff for less than $5. I think that $5 is very reasonable. Our time is worth it. The only things that I have that are less than $5 are these scrunchies, and I do little like face rounds, like those cotton face rounds that you can use to wash your face. But these are a 5-minute thing. All you do is single crochet around a scrunchie, and then you put a double crochets, or I did half double crochets for some of them based on the amount of yarn that I had. You put 3 in each of the single crochet stitches. And then if you like, you can put a row of single crochet along the top after you join them. But these are super easy, take like 5 minutes. So I have a big bin of these that I'll probably just keep doing this, like using the leftover scrap that I have to make this, because, what do you do with scrap yarn? You make money off of it. And cute little scrunchies that people like. So these are popular, I think, in stores. They sell. They're definitely $3 in stores, so I don't see why somebody wouldn't pay that for a handmade one. So I have that. I've been doing that for the scraps. And then the other things that I did, I made these ducks. Yes, they are cute. They are definitely cute. This is Rose and Lily. It's a free pattern. I made it. I used I had this yellow yarn, which I talked to you guys about, that I was going to make the ducks. And then I had the brown and the gold yarn within those like 2 bins that I have that I'm trying to work through. So I actually made 3 of these little guys. Sorry, that's a little laborious. But yeah, they're super cute, and I figured they'll be good for Easter, right? Like I wasn't going to start Easter prepping yet, but I had that yarn, and I'm like, why not? And so I had that yarn, and then I had brown yarn, and I decided I was going to use that brown yarn that I had left to make a bunny. And then I ran out of the yarn, which totally defeats the purpose of me trying to stash bust here. I now have to go and buy another skein of yarn, because let me tell you, this bunny, how cute is the start of this bunny? Like, I can't handle her. Free pattern on Instagram. I will link it as well. but she is super cute, and I got this and I got the arms, so I just need enough yarn. I didn't realize how big it was. I definitely thought it was a smaller bunny, but she's so cute. I can't even handle. So definitely gonna have to get another skein of yarn either this week, or if it's not on sale, next week at Hobby Lobby, because Hobby Lobby runs a 30% off sale on their yarn every other week. So if I'm gonna pick up more of the yarn, I don't really use it as much anymore. And if I do, definitely gonna pick it up on sale, because I'm so mad at myself that I have to buy another skein when I was trying to stash bust. But I'm not gonna undo this, and it's super cute and it deserves to be finished. It'll be good for Easter. So I finished that, and I finished the 2 little arms that go with her. But she needs a body. She needs a body. She can't just be a head with arms. So I have that. I have the cow. I have so much yarn left still in those 2 buckets. It's amazing the yield that you get out of these skeins, especially like you don't even think you're gonna get that much, but you do. So like I said, it's kind of making me drag a little bit, so I might take a break from that part of what my goals were this week. I do feel like I made significant progress, and I do feel like the fact that I'm like checking in with you guys and I'm accountable for it is actually motivating me. So it's definitely a good thing. Thank you for bearing with me. It is helping me to stash bust. I'm just not super inspired. Like I don't know. I don't love. I think it's the yarn. The yarn speaks to you. So anyway, that's it. Figured I would just check in, do a little daily for that, and let you guys know how it's going. Talk to you later. Hi everyone. I'm coming on just to check in. Looking a mess, but whatever. I'm just glad you're here with me and putting up with this. But I was thinking last night, because like I was feeling so down, like I really felt like I like lost my Crojo, and it was killing me, and I couldn't figure out why. So last night I busted out a bunch of leggy frogs. I finally caved on that, and I realized that the real issue wasn't that I lost my Crojo, but it's that I miss my 5mm crochet hook, and I miss Big Twist Posh, which I've been recently obsessed with. So I decided that I earned a little retail therapy, because I definitely have worked through a lot of my goal for this week, which was those 2 yarn bins. I still haven't cricket cut my eyes or anything or worked on my whips, but that's okay. There's still a couple more days before I'm due to check in with you guys officially. So I will plan to do that, but I'm going to run over to Hobby Lobby. I talked about that bunny that I need to go buy another skein for. And then I'm also going to Joann, because sometimes you just need a little retail therapy. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I even remembered my reusable bag, so go me. And the goal here is just not to exceed the size of the reusable bag on yarn. So I'll let you guys know how it goes. Hi everyone. I'm coming in because I just went to Joann, and of course I kind of looked ahead of time, so I knew they were out of a lot of Big Twist Posh. I think we're all seeing that, which is very unfortunate. I think they just didn't realize how well liked it was going to be. But I ended up only picking up 2 skeins. Got the blueberry one, which I like that one, but I'm not that low on it. But I also got the skin tone one, which I'm also not that low on, but I did promise someone a sloth, so I should probably make sure I have enough, especially since they never have any anymore, it feels like. And then I told myself I wouldn't before I went in the store, but we all know how this goes, and I've been like really kind of interested in, I like the glitter ones, and I used to not love Bernat, but they changed up their blend and it's a lot nicer now. So I ended up getting the Bernat glitter, what is it, baby blanket sparkle. I feel like the glitter is really nice. So I got one of those. And then I got one in green too. I figured I could do a larger size leggy frog in this one, since I don't have like any more green Big Twist Posh. So that's fine. I wasn't like that happy with the yarn haul. But what happened in there that was so nice, the woman in front of me was like, I guess she had ordered an item for pickup, because Joann's is kind of weird about this, but they wouldn't price match this wreath that she had bought, and it was like $20 cheaper for her. Whatever, long story short, to just do a pickup instead of in-store, since they wouldn't price match their online price unless you did a pickup. So weird. But Joann's will like immediately send you a $5 off coupon for $5 off 10 to use that same day. And she only had like a $2 item that she was going to buy. And she gave me her coupon, which I just thought that was like so nice. And it actually ended up working on my stuff, even though the Bernat was on sale because it's President's Day. So it was on sale and like it was a doorbuster. So it was excluded, but I ended up having enough to get $5 off on the Posh. So overall, I don't know, that felt successful. So anyway, now I'm going to go to Hobby Lobby to pick up that other yarn. And I had adventured over to this Joann's. It's a new Joann's, and I thought they would have more selection than the other one that I usually go to. And I think they probably do, which is a little sad. But they did not have everything that I wanted. So I am going to go over to the other Joann's that's basically on the opposite side of my house, same distance. I love that I have two near me now. But that's it. I'm off. So I'm just leaving Hobby Lobby, and sure enough, it was 30% off week, so that felt good. But one thing that I didn't do that I always do is I forgot to check the color of the yarn. I knew like which weight it was and stuff like that. I knew there was no chance I was going to get the same dye lot, but I totally forgot to check the color, and I feel like maybe the one that I got is a little bit lighter. So no big deal. There's another Hobby Lobby like 3 minutes from my house that I can go to if I need to, but I got the bunny. I got the bunny yarn. Hi everyone. I'm just leaving the last Joann's little trip I was going to do. They didn't have that much, sadly but truly. They did have more and different than the other store, which was good. I got the baby pink, which I was actually out of because I used those to make my Sammy sunflowers, and a silver gray, which I'm a little low on, so I got that. And then they also had the mango color, which I do like that color a lot. I could make some little froggies in this, I think. But that's it. I really wanted the green and the light blue, but unfortunately they don't have those this week, so I guess I'll be all right. I got 5 other skeins to get me through. But anyway, retail therapy complete. It lifted my mood a little bit. I'm going to go home and make some frogs and other things. And I decided that since I'm not enjoying like the stash busting, I'm going to do one a day and just work my way through. I'm down to 1 basket. So I'm just going to at least do 1 a day and feel like, okay, you're doing a little bit of work mixed in with the fun, because sometimes it's work, you know, it is what it is. So, that's the plan. Guys, coming on real quick because I am super excited. I have never pattern tested before, but I mentioned her before. Stacy Makes is another YouTuber that I really like, and she was doing a pattern, and I signed up to be a pattern tester, and she picked me, so I just found that out, which is super exciting. But also on Saturday, I totally binged this new YouTuber that like I was unfamiliar with. You guys might know her. It was Karen at Yarn and Whimsy Designs. I really like her. And I just found out she's in the pattern testers group, so I don't know. I'm fangirling wicked hard right now. It's funny. It's so funny how connected we all are. But yeah, I'm super excited about that. I thought I'd share that with you all. Hi everyone. I am inviting you into my disaster area because that's where we're at as far as how this week has gone. Has in general been a disaster, but whatever. It's fine. I feel like that's kind of how it is when you're doing like a whip week and a yarn stash week, a yarn stash bust week. But I figured I would just recap for you guys because I am going to bin stuff that I've completed this week and kind of recap what I got done while I do that. So I did get done, so you guys know I had to make all those eyes on my Cricut. I did make like 30 sets of eyes. I only got about 20 of my keychains finished, but like lighting as usual. But as you can see, like little cat keychains, super cute. I got about 20 of those, so I'm trying to like put all of my small items in the same place and my larger items in others. I think I talked to you guys about this already, but I did finish up these 3 elephants, which are super cute. 12 bucks, I think 15. I might do 15 on these guys a piece. Those are done. Same thing, these cute little ducks, Rose and Lily. These are done. I feel like these came out super cute and I'm happy with them. I'm gonna do 22, I think, on these. I think I'm gonna do 22 on these guys because this yarn is such a struggle to work with. But I got those done. I got my little ballerina hippo done. One thing I've been thinking about doing is tagging my stuff while I put it away, because I forget like where I ended up as a price point when I was making it. So I do think I am gonna do that while I have you guys here. I think I decided, I feel like this hippo, I feel like she's a $55 price point. I don't know, she was a fair amount of work and it feels fair to me. So yeah, I think I'm gonna list her for 50. I think I'm gonna tag as I put her away so that I can remember later how much I felt like she was worth. I do go through and I do inventory all of my items on an Excel spreadsheet, and then I print out what I have for inventory and I kind of check it off as I sell it at the markets. If anyone is kind of looking for advice on how to track their inventory, that's what I do. I'm still looking for like the best solution for my overall inventory. That was like on my goals list for this month. And I think I set way too many goals for this month. So I'm not sure I'm actually going to hit that, but you know, it is what it is. Sorry, I'm trying to clean as I go. I did put eyes on a bunch of other cats, but I just like didn't get around to doing the keychains and everything like that. So those guys are done. So as you all know, I was stash busting and I had those 2 bins. I'm down to just the 1 bin that's left, and that feels pretty productive. What I ended up doing was just going with a kiss methodology to the last of this yarn that's been driving me insane. And kiss is just keep it simple. Keep it simple. So what I did was I made all of these little birds. I haven't put eyes on them yet because I have to print them, but I made these little birdies that I feel like, I don't know, they kind of look like Angry Birds or something like that. So I don't know, it just felt super simple. It felt like an easy way to use up the yarn. So I'm making these. I have to put the eyes on these guys and I'll probably sell them for, I don't know, like 12 to 15 bucks. Maybe 15 because it is using the jumbo yarn, which is a little more expensive. But I had those. I finished a ton of leggy frogs. I got really sidetracked by these this week. But I made these larger leggy frogs out of the Bernat glitter. I don't know if you can tell, but like the glitter yarn, it was not, I used a 6mm hook and I feel like that made my life a little bit more challenging. But I think I'm going to sell these for a $12 price point because they really don't take that long to make. They're like a 20-minute make. But I wanted to, I have this larger size, and then I have a bunch I made in the smaller size, which I do think I'm going to sell for an $8 price point because sometimes it's business, guys. Like, and I do think these will sell. I do think that they're worth a little bit more than my $5 items, just looking at them. So I will probably try to sell them for $8. They're cute. I think they'll fly. I made them in a few different colors, but I have to add eyes to all of these as well. So I have that done. I didn't make any of my big eyes, so I still have to do that. I think I showed you guys everything else that I finished, with the exception of the bunny that I had to get more yarn for. Oh my god. I would like make this 100 more times. Like it was time consuming for sure, but the result, like this is just classic handmade to me, and it really was not that hard to do, and I feel like the result was just like so perfect. We're coming up on Easter. I think I'm definitely going to make a couple more of these guys. This one's almost done. I just have to have the little bunny tail. But, yeah, that's it. I'm not done. I have to go through, I have to finish organizing and sorting and all like the loose ends for this. But I just wanted to check in with you guys, kind of let you know where the week ended up. One basket still left to go on yarn. I really didn't get to finish up my whips. Overall, even though I know like a lot got done this week, it didn't feel as successful and as clean as I wanted it to be. But either way, you know, whatever. Some progress is better than no progress. So at the end of the day, that's it. That's this week in recap. Thank you for sticking with me through it. It definitely meant a lot to have you guys for accountability on this stuff. So that's it. That's all I got. I got to finish cleaning up this disaster. Thank you.